The wood is all packed on the wooden pallet to make it secure for delivery. It is not necessarily packed in the order that you will want to use it. Make yourself familiar with the different parts and pack the ones for use later, such as the top rail, out of the way. The way the structure knits together means that on the bottom layer, 4 of the planks will be full height but with a flat bottom edge, and 4 will be half height with a flat bottom edge. You can distinguish them from the planks at the top of the wall, which have a flat top edge, as the bottom planks are the standard length and are not extended to give support to the wider top rail. The 2 bottom long rails are both half height. The tongue and groove system is such that the tongues always point up and the grooves down. The assembly of the pool is quite straightforward, but we do advise that you pay attention to the installation manual and this DVD in order to get the process correct in one go and save any time correcting mistakes. Initially, only set out the bottom rail planks and hammer them well home using the hammer blocks and preferably a rubber mallet. Do not hit the planks directly or you will damage the tongues and the wall sections will not fit together correctly. The joints are a tight fit to give the structure strength and will therefore naturally force the structure into the correct shape with 45-degree corners. You should check the shape by checking that the diagonals are equal. If necessary, tap one end of one long plank to bring the pool into square. You will also need to make sure it is set in the correct place relative to the metal uprights, if they have been used and concreted in. Once all is square, mark the corners on the ground with a marker pen so that you can see if it moves during construction, and you can tap the structure back into place. Once all is square, you can concentrate on assembling the walls. Just work round the pool in a sequence, remembering to tap the planks down firmly using the hammer blocks. It is often easiest to start tapping from one end and move along a plank. If there is any curve in the plank, this will force it straight. Periodically, you should check the walls are level with a spirit level, and it is a good idea to check the diagonals a couple of times. Once finished, your shell should have 8 sides of identical height at 1.31 metres, each one having 9.5 planks. The return inlet fits in the short plank with the round hole, and the skimmer has 2 short planks with a rectangular cutout. These need to be identified and installed in the correct place and at the correct height. The skimmer draws a thin layer of water from the surface of the pool, which will trap most of the floating debris. If possible, to aid the operation of the skimmer, it should be set so that any prevailing wind in your garden assists the surface movement of water and blows it into the skimmer mouth. If your skimmer has been supplied with a separate throat, you can complete the wall and attach the skimmer later on. If your skimmer and wide-angle throat is all in one, hang the skimmer in place once the bottom skimmer plank is installed and fix the top skimmer plank over the top. The return inlet can normally be placed in an adjoining wall. It should be set about 3 to 4 planks off the floor, but this is not critical. This arrangement will keep the pipework runs to a minimum if the filtration system can be placed at the same end of the pool. From an electrical safety point of view, the filtration system and any other electrics should be placed a minimum of 2 metres from the pool, or set in a separate enclosure, such as our wooden pool plant enclosure, which is available as an optional extra. Please note that neither the skimmer nor the return should be set in the same wall you intend to fit the ladder. Finally, double check all the walls are level and the individual planks are seated correctly.